You're not good enough. That's what they told me at the University of Miami when I asked if I could be on their golf team. They said, you're welcome to come down here and try, but you'll probably never play. My father told me I had 1 year to earn a scholarship or I'd have to come home. They couldn't afford it. I grew up in a family that played golf. My parents would drag me to the golf course every weekend. They would play golf, sit at the bar, get drunk, go home, and fight. So much so that it was my turn to call the cops on my father when I was just 10 years old in 4th grade. The pool was my babysitter until I got fat in 8th grade and all the cute boys started to call me 10-ton Tessie. I quickly found an aversion to swimming. My only other option was the golf course. Actually, I was pretty good at it. My mom and her friends took me to an LPGA Tour event when I was just 17. Holy cow, the sound the ball made when the club hit it, I was in. I was going to be a star on the LPGA Tour. The only problem was, you're not good enough. So I did walk on at Miami. I remember being dropped off at my dorm, sitting on the bed and crying. And then I got up and I hit balls and I practiced. And I practiced a little more. And then I graduated, the #1 player on that team. We won back-to-back national championships, and I was voted team captain and All-American my senior year. I tried to qualify for the tour that summer. I didn't make it. You're not good enough. I did qualify for the tour on my second attempt, only to lose my card after 3 seasons. Of the best players in the world, I was one of the worst. You're not good enough. So what do you do when things don't go your way? Whether it's your finances, your relationships, your health, maybe even your profession. My name is Cindy Miller, and I happen to be a leading expert at taking another shot. I teach individuals, teams, and major corporations how to unlock potential and improve performance, to own it. So this box contains everything you need to be successful. There are 3 things. The first thing in the box happens to be a nail. A nail? What if you were sitting on a nail, moaning, groaning, complaining, whining about the nail? Would you get up or would you just stay there? How bad does it have to hurt to be willing to change? The second thing in the box is a mirror. Once you know why you're here, you have to figure out what you want. Who are you? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What are you hiding? And the third thing in the box is a seed, a tiny little seed. Once you know why you're here and what you want, you have to do something about it. You have to plant a seed, put it in the light, give it time to grow, and nurture it. And if you do, there's no telling how good this could end. You see, it's never too late to be what you might have been. 25 years after I played on the LPGA Tour, I found that there was a Legends Tour for former LPGA Tour players. Basically a place for old people to compete for money. I called and asked if I could play. Guess what they said? You're right. You're not good enough. So I practiced, I qualified, and I now sit within the top 40 of the Legends Tour career money list. So my question to you is this: why are you here? What were you put on this earth to do? Have you been avoiding it? Maybe it's time for you to face it. Maybe it's time for you to find it. Maybe it's time for you to own it. If you'd like to find out how you can own it, go to cindymillerinc.com/own it.